This 3-step process, I promise you, is gonna help you feel much more confident about yourself. Not because of what you look like, because to an extent, you can't control that. And it's not gonna give you confidence based on what your Instagram looks like or how others look at you. This is a way to cultivate confidence based on the things that you are doing day to day. What's up, you guys? I'm Kirsten. Welcome to Kirsten Naturally. Today, I want to talk to you guys about a really important topic. This is possibly one of the most important videos that I have made thus far. You probably have been hearing about confidence in all different ways and how to have more self-love, and by all means take all the self-care bubble baths that you need, but I'm not going to talk about that in this video. My approach is going to be an action-based approach, and I think it couples really well with a self-care approach of more baths and self-love and mirror selfies and all that stuff. I'm not saying that that is not correct. I'm just giving a different approach that would make a great company to that approach, or also would do damn fine on its own. So I don't want to ramble on too much. I just want to dive right in and break it down into the 3 simple steps to gaining confidence through taking action. Number 1, define your dream you. Now, what I mean by this is to pause the video and really close your eyes. Imagine what it would be like today if you had accomplished all of your biggest goals and dreams. What would it feel like? Really close your eyes and think about this for a second. What is this dream version of your life? What does it feel like when you have already accomplished all your biggest goals? What are those goals? What did you accomplish? What does this day look like? What is this dream version of your life? Once you can define that, and that's a big chunk of change right there. I mean, I get it. Don't think that step 1 is just a walk in the park. I get it. This might take several days in itself to figure out step 1. But once you do, you can move on to step 2. And that is to break down 1 to 3 things that you can do this week, preferably today, starting now, that are slow baby steps towards that dream version of yourself and your dream life. Now, I can give you some examples, but this really needs to be personal to you. Some examples from my life would be to continue to do yoga even when I fall off the boat. Get back in and do daily yoga. Why? Because this helps me towards my bigger picture dream of having a working, healthy body that feels good and feels able to move for as long as possible in my life. So that requires action. And I'm gonna do that through daily yoga as much as I can. Not every single freaking day, I'm not a robot, but every day that I can, I'm gonna get on the mat and do yoga or do some type of physical exercise. Another example for me, sitting down to actually document my life. I'm not putting on a bunch of makeup. I'm not doing my hair in some great way. Y'all, I got like a rat tail hanging and a clip in the back, okay? I'm sitting down in a less than optimum way to document something that's on my mind, and I'm being real about it. That is a baby step for me towards my bigger picture goal of creating content that really helps people and actually shares like the true me inside and isn't me trying to script anything for you, or I want this to be as real as possible. And that's a big dream for me, a big goal, to make true to me content that actually helps other people. So this is a baby step to that. Sitting down right now in a house that is hot and with my hair looking kind of a mess and saying, you know what, F it, I'm going to film because this is 1 step towards my bigger picture goal. So what can you do today, tomorrow, this week, this month even? What can you do to get yourself closer to the bigger picture dream, your bigger picture goals, that dream version of yourself? Write those things down, 1 to 3 things, because if you don't write them down, as soon as you lose the hype from this video, you're gonna forget them. It's just how life goes. Don't beat yourself up. Work with how it's gonna be. Work with the fact that you're probably gonna forget it and write it down. And lastly, number 3, and I don't want to say most importantly because I do think all 3 of these are equally important, but this one just cannot get skipped. And that is mindfulness practicing. Oh, I got an itch on my nose. Mindfulness practice is, for me, meditation and journaling. But for you, it might be other things. I highly, highly recommend meditation just because of the fact that it's so scientifically backed and there's really nothing that we've found yet that works to become more aware of your thoughts and aware of what's going on in here than meditation. We just haven't found anything yet. So damn, this itch just won't go away. I've talked about it in other videos. If you're an avid Kirsten Naturally watcher, I love you, and you know that I love to meditate and journal. Pick some kind of mindfulness practice that you can hold yourself accountable for what's going on up here, because the biggest thing that you need to realize before you can achieve this dream you and become confident is that you become what you think about. And I know that that sounds cliche, like think negatively and you're gonna turn out to have a shitty life, but it's true. You actually have to start catching yourself when you're saying things like, oh, me, why did I forget to do that? Or I hate myself, I missed the turn. Things like this may seem trivial and small, but when you talk to yourself like this on a constant day-to-day basis, these things actually seep in, and you have to catch them and stop them in their tracks. The only way to do that is to be mindful and understand what's going on in here, conscious and subconscious. So start a meditation practice, start a mindfulness practice of your own, and come back to this video as often as you can, because these 3 steps are super important and they build off of each other. So really quickly, so that you don't forget, I'm gonna go over them all 3 one more time. Number 1 is to identify your dream version of yourself. Really marinate on it, sleep on it tonight. Think about what the dream you wakes up and feels like. Think about the list of things that you've accomplished when you imagine the dream version of yourself. Number 2 is to write down a list of 1 to 3 things that you can do today or this week that will get you closer to that dream version of yourself. And number 3 is to cultivate a mindfulness practice, whether it be through meditation, journaling, taking a run every day, affirmations. This 3-step process, I promise you, is gonna help you feel much more confident about yourself. Not because of what you look like, because to an extent, you can't control that. And it's not gonna give you confidence based on what your Instagram looks like or how others look at you. This is a way to cultivate confidence based on the things that you are doing day to day. Take action, learn how to be accountable for your thoughts, and I promise you, my friend, you will see yourself in a confident viewpoint very, very soon. I really hope that this video helped you, and if it did, don't forget to subscribe, comment below, like, do all the whole 9 yards, okay, my friends? I love you so much. Until next time.